Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show, training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Suzie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse, Semi. Training Eve to drive a cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Vaulting on Eve. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log on sand. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Enjoying our horses as partners. Liberty, jumping to music. Training Eve in roping a cow with a simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps, transitions to various speeds, working in our obstacles area. Sadie over the haunches with the cable cow simulator. Sadie doing obstacles without rein control. Training miniature Zebu bull Rusty to pull an implement. Mini Zebu heifer Suzie being trained to pull a cart with a seated driver. Caleb learns how to harness miniature Zebus, Suzie and Rusty for pulling. Caleb is from Kenya.
And I'm here today to work with Rusty and Suzie. It's been a few months since we've worked with them because we've been very busy working with my Morgan horses to get them ready for a schooling show, which happened last weekend. But today is a very special day because we have here in Santa Cruz Caleb Omala, who wants to learn how to harness up Rusty and Suzie. He's going to take this message and these lessons home to his tribal women in Kenya. So I'm going to let Caleb tell you a little bit more about his objectives. Caleb.
Yes, my name is Caleb. I'm from Kenya, around Lake Victoria. My tribe is called Luo, and today I came here to learn how we can work with the Zebus, particularly the female ones, to help women around the field work easier. So that's why I would like to take as much out of this training as possible to help the women group and women's and orphans in my village. Because of AIDS and other related diseases, there is really need for animals that can help the women make their work easier. Because I read somewhere that a trained Zebu can replace a work done by 20 women.
All right, and Rusty and Susie are trained. I have many shows on the Mini Zebu Show showing you how over these past few years I've trained them, and I use natural horsemanship, I call it natural cowmanship training methods, trying to understand the nature of the animal you're dealing with when you try to train them. Now, Susie, being a heifer, has always been easier to work with than Rusty. We do not rehearse here at Minmore Farms. You are seeing my attempt to deal with Susie and then maybe Rusty today. If Susie and Rusty are not showing any hormonal activity, which so far they haven't, we don't like to work with Rusty when Susie's in estrus. But the way to know is to just start working with Susie and see if Rusty gets real possessive, if he gets real hormonal. And so far, so good. Now, Susie, as you can see, is standing right here. She seems to be ready for me to work with her. I let her know I'm here. I touch her. I'm not seeing any kind of stress in her body language, not yet. But remember, Susie, even though she's a heifer, she has horns, and they're kind of pointy. So you want to be aware of them. So just like I do with horses, I put, this happens to be a dog leash. With horses, I put a lead line around their neck, and that kind of makes them feel like, okay, I'm caught. Well, Susie kind of feels that way too now. She starts to get the least bit stressed. I'm going to pull her out here away from the water tub. Come on, Susie. I talk to her. Good girl, Susie. I give her praise. I give her petting for the right answer. If she's giving me the wrong answer, I try somehow to apply some pressure and immediately remove the pressure if she gives me ever so slight the right answer. So those are just principles of natural livestock training. Now, this is a horse nylon cavesson that I have made small enough for Susie and Rusty's nose, just by making a hole in the nylon and putting in a short a bolt with a nut on the end. Now this nose is small enough for Susie, and yet the rest of the straps are large enough to go around her neck, who has quite a hefty dewlap, and around her horns. Now I still have her with a dog leash, kind of corralled up here around her neck. Now let me see if she will allow this cavesson to be installed, and so far so good. You see, I'm getting awful close to her horns here, so I'm just being really aware of her body language, and I'm going to deal with it. I'm getting the straps of the cavesson around her neck. I've got a lot of holes in these straps because I also use this for Rusty. I'm going to make it snug, but not too snug. I don't want it falling off her nose. I think I can go one more hole up without making it too snug, but yet being safe that the cavesson's going to be on her nose. Now, what do I like about this cavesson? Why do I choose it rather than a regular halter? Because it is a training device. It has these triangular clips here in 3 different places, so that, and also just a normal ring at the bottom. So I can use it as a halter, but I can also use it for driveline work. Alexis is here to help me. Can you hand me my drive lines? Which, the green ones, under the rope. There you go. Which I made especially for Rusty and Susie. I made them just the right length, so that if I want to do some ground driving with my Zebus, which I've done a lot of and have shows about that, I take out my green driving lines and I hook them to the side clips of this cavesson. And I just use scissor snaps. They're easy to hook. And if I wanted to, you see Rusty's getting a little bit curious here and starting to make a little bit of a noise. Just protective. They're very smart and very protective. There. And if I wanted Susie to go forward, I'm going to ask Caleb to to take this dog leash, and I'm going to ask Susie to step up, Susie, and you just step forward, Caleb. Step up, Susie. Step up. Step up. She's a little bit frozen feet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make her move. Okay, what I'm going to ask Caleb to do you know what a serpentine is? Mm-hmm. Like a snake?
Yes.
So you're going to pull her first this way in the ha direction, then that way in the G direction, and usually that, good. Now go to the G direction. Yes. Step up, Susie. Step up, and pull a little harder. Step up. Well, there you go. That's okay. That was one small step. I give her praise, right? So she's beginning to understand again what it is I want from her. And really what I want to do is get far enough away from Rusty that I can, and the fence here, so that I can go behind her. Okay, keep doing it. And I am using the word step up. Step up, Susie. Step up. Okay, and pull a little harder, Caleb. Maybe go a little closer to the cavison, that's right. And then, okay, and if she gives you ever so slight the right answer, removes the tautness of your line, immediately loosen it. So she understands that the right answer is just to move my legs. Step up, Susie. Step up. There you go. Good girl. Now go to the G direction. Step up. There you go. Now we're getting movement. Now, I like to use my driving whip, but I can use any piece of equipment. There's a piece of PVC. It's just like a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch piece of PVC. And I'm going to ask Susie to step up. There you go. Very nice. Step up, Susie. Step up. Okay, now I'm going to go ha. Step up, ha. Step up, ha. Good girl, Susie. Whoa. Very nice. Now we got forward direction, we got ha direction, we got G direction. Now going backwards is also a direction, and sometimes one of the hardest. So now you don't put any pressure on that. You can let it, don't put it down on the ground, but don't put any pressure on it. Now I'm going to ask Susie to back, and she has learned this. Let's see if she remembers it. She's very smart. Susie, back, 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 Susie. Okay, now I'm going to give and take. Back, back, back. Very nice. And then I'm going to make nice. I'm going to let her know that she gave me the right answer. And look what happened. As tight as I made that, it came off. All right. But she didn't freak out. Look, my cavison came off. That means I got to make it a little tighter. And she's still being real good. She's not being the least bit stressed. All right, somehow that fell off, and tell you the truth, that has never actually happened during a lesson. I've always been real concerned about that, but it's okay. It worked okay. Now I'm going to make it ever so slightly tighter, another hole up. And then I'm going to check to make sure I'm not choking her. It's snug, but for a short lesson, I feel comfortable. All right, if I started to think that she was being choked at all by starting to breathe hard or something, I would loosen it again another notch. Okay, so for now, I'm going to leave these drive lines on here. I'm just going to lay them across her back. Caleb is going to hold on to her lead line. Now, Susie is looking to you, Caleb, right now as a join-up. She's probably looking to you for security because you're the closest one to her. And it's a very important concept. We use it with horse training all the time. If we have the horse that's afraid to do something, not listening to our cues that we're giving from the saddle or from the ground, then we have somebody go up to the head and with a line or even without a line, walk with them. And that gives them a lot of confidence. Now let's take... Alexis, let's take one of these. Let's see which one is ready to go. Yes, this one is. Can you take that off the hook? See, I use rafter hangers on my fence to hang my tack nearby where I'm working. This is Susie's surcingle. And it's just a nylon surcingle, not expensive at all. $20, $30, I think. Easy to clean. Just throw it in the laundry. And then I have a string cinch that I put a couple of knots into so that it would fit around Susie's belly. This is just a horse string cinch. And then I've got a lot of extra straps here, and I'll show you what they're all about. After I get this nylon surcingle on. Now I'm showing Susie. I'm saying, nice, Susie, very nice. I'm going to let her smell it. There you go. Investigation's very important. I'm letting her see it. Okay, And now I'm going to, this is where she might say, it's been a while since I've had that on. She might start scurrying around. We'll see. And it's been so long since we've worked with her that sometimes when people put tack away, they don't put it away the way I'm used to, so I may have to do some figuring out here what goes where. Okay, now here is the other end of the cinch, and I'm going to have to get down on my knees. And if this were Rusty, I wouldn't do this. But I'm pretty trusting of Suzie. I'm down on my knees, because if I had to get away quickly, it wouldn't be easy. And now I am cinching her up. It's just to a double buckle cinch, similar to an English saddle. Okay, and either she's lost weight, or when we uncinched it, we moved the buckle on the other side. I have to come over here and see if I can cinch it up tighter over here. Oh my goodness. Guess what? Susie's lost weight. Yes, she has. It's a little bit too loose. I'm all the way up on the buckles here. Honest to goodness, she has lost weight. All right, let me see if I can go up one more hole here. But for what we're going to do today, this isn't unsafe. And we are as tight as we can be. Feel it, Caleb. Feel your finger under here, how tight it is. Could be a little tighter, but that's okay. That's going to work. Okay, now the yoke. My precious yoke. It took me a long time to buy a yoke, because I thought I could make do with a nylon breast collar that I use for driving with my horses, and I made it small enough for my cows. But after I finally decided to buy a yoke, I was forever grateful to that decision. This is my yoke. And I had it made at Berrybrook Farm on the East Coast. I had to give them the proper, this is a good time for you to come in. Ed, can you stop the camera for a minute and let Alexis come in? Okay, we're here with Alexis now to help me. The washers that came with the yoke. And then here's the bow that comes out of the yoke itself. And the bow, if you can hold the yoke and then hand it to me when I need it, and hand it to me with these rings facing eastward. Okay, so it's going to be
facing to her back?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, now we're going to put the yoke. She's being real good. Like I said, I wasn't sure how she was going to behave today, but I'm sure your tribal women in Kenya could work with something like this.
Yes.
All right, now bring the yoke.
Do you want these ones?
Yeah, not yet. First we're going to put the bow in the holes of the yoke. Now here's the little trick. The bow is longer on one end than the other. It's longer on your end. That end has to go in first. So if you could take the yoke, it's rather heavy. It's hard to hold with one hand. Put it in there and then line it up here. It has to be lined up just at the right moment. There you go. And through we go. All right. Now the yoke is on, and then this the washers, two of them. Nope, both on one side. Yep. And then the pin. And we need to think about the pin. See, it's got a pointed end. Well, do we want it to be towards her ears, which is soft tissue, or towards her hump, the sides of her hump? Well, it's pretty far away here from the hump, so generally speaking, we do it in that direction. But look, this yoke fits both Rusty and Suzie, so you see how loose it is. So what I did was, you have to accommodate with the needs of the project, is I took some old nylon straps that I had, bought a bunch of clasps and carabiners and quick releases, and you see, I'm going to show you on the other side. I am going to steady this yoke by connecting these straps to the bolt eyes of the yoke. So there's one. Now you see it'll still run down, it's still too loose on her neck and it's going to fall. So then this other strap, which comes from lower down on the cinch, gets connected as well. And I make it a quick release. I make it
this on here?
not yet. That's going to be used for Rusty. You'll see.
I mean, do you want me to take it off so there's more? Oh.
No, this is good. This is good. Now, if you could hold Susie, I'm going to ask Caleb to hook up the other side. And then Ed's going to be able to take a picture. Let's turn Susie a little bit more this way. And Alexis, you come here. Good girl, Susie. Let's turn it a little bit more. G, good. I try to always use the language. Mm-hmm. Now, Caleb, you come on this side. Now, she has very good peripheral vision, Caleb. Mm-hmm. She is aware that you're back here. You see how she's moving? She's, you were okay up front. Okay. All right, but now she's not quite sure what you're doing on the side. Okay, Caleb Ed's going to move the camera over so he can see. Right, okay. If you could, right. Okay, now, this is a different strap. No, we use this for a lot of things, but, okay, let's see what we've got here.
Okay, so one.
Okay, we've got, as I said, things were put away without me last time. So, okay, here's one that comes from the top of the surcingle, goes here to the screw-eye bolt. Oh, and you don't know how to use a quick release, right? This is a quick release. It's great for training. Watch this. Wait. Okay, we can do this. We can just, there we go. Okay, now we're going to go, I'll tell you what, we're going to do this one first. And we're going to go into here. This is a carabiner, easy to attach. If you could hold that. There you go. Okay, now it's being held from the bottom. Now we just have to hold it from the top. And now this quick release, Caleb, it goes through this carabiner like this, and then it fits into the sleeve. You pull it back, push it in, and then it could very easily in an emergency be released. You may want to take some of those with you to Africa.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Now, if we got in trouble, which we're not gonna with Susie, you know where all the quick releases are. Always have it in your mind. You go, you see, and you're released. One hand. And yet they are safe to use if you don't hold on to this collar. They're not going to release by themselves.
Right, good.
Okay, now we've got the yoke on Susie. Let's just double check everything. Yeah. It's slightly tilted, but Tim Huppy at Berry Brook Farm said that generally happens. Don't worry about it. I don't like it when it's all to the side, and that's why I put these extra straps on. But because of the straps on both sides, it's not going to fall to the side.
Right.
And you'll see that when we put this on Rusty, that it's an even snugger fit. And we don't even need those straps. That's why I use these chains with Rusty. So there you go. Susie is yoked up. And all of these nylon straps and dog collars, it depends what I'm using the surcingle for. Like I've trained Susie for cart, and when you're pulling cart, you have cart shafts on either side, and you have to make sure the shafts don't come up or go down when somebody in the cart sits in the cart.
Right.
So all of these straps are for those things. Right now, I just leave them where they are, out of the way, know that they're there, but I'm not going to be using them. All I'm using is these nylon straps, which I simply made special to hook to these this hardware here on the yoke, and we are now yoked up. Now there's one more thing that I'm going to show, but we're not going to use today. We're not doing heavy work. But this especially is interesting to Caleb, and this is going to be on a video that he gets to take with him to Africa, is Susie's britchin. Well, what's britchin? I bet you don't know. Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Britching sits on their hips. And britching is something you have to desensitize. You have to get a horse or a cow used to it, because very seldom do they have anything on their hips. Right? And britching is close to their rectum. So when a cow or a horse goes poo-poo, drops manure, drops a cow patty, it very easily can get soiled. This it looks like leather, but it is actually plastic-covered nylon, and it is called biothane. It's a very good material to use, maybe not as long-lasting as leather would be if you properly maintain it, but certainly easy to work with because you can just hose it off when you're done. Now, what does the Britchen do?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is where she's going to object. More than likely, we had to train her to it. She hates, you see what happens when we go anywhere near her back?
Right.
You know, it's almost a reflex.
Right.
She doesn't like things back there. Maybe she'd be worried about lions, you know.
Yes,
it's the nature.
It's instinct.
Yes. So I'm just placing the Britchen on her back, just so that she can feel it. It's all right, Susie. But here's where it sets. If you can get this on camera, Ed. On her hips, and there, I knew she would do that. Okay, so follow us. If a horse or a cow is afraid of something, it's good to let them get away. Okay, I anticipated that. And that's why I warned Alexis, who hasn't worked with Susie before, that just let her walk away. If you do it in small enough steps and with enough repetition, and we have programs where we have had this Britchen on her a number of times, but it took a lot of repetition, and it has to be recent repetition because her nature is to say, wait a minute, that could be a lion on my back, or whatever.
Or a hyena.
Or a hyena, right. In Kenya, Caleb was telling me earlier, there are some predators which we don't worry about here. Right. But they definitely, and he has some wonderful slides. Now, what is this? This goes under her tail, which is yet another challenge, right? You're going to put the Britchen, let's try again. Let's come closer to the camera. You're going to put the Britchen on her hips. Do a serpentine. She's giving you a little trouble. Here you go. And you're G'ing now. G. Step up, G. Step up, ha. Step up. Step up, Susie. There you go. Very nice. And then we get forward motion. All right. And we're going to try the Britchen again. And this is a crooper, and it is leather. I've never seen a biothane crooper. But you can take it off and carefully clean it with whatever cleaner you need. All right. No, all right, Susie, you see?
Yeah.
All right.
She don't like it.
She don't like it. But she's very smart. Believe me, Caleb and I were both marveling at how smart Zebus are. She knows exactly what I'm trying to do. Let me just show you. And Rusty's getting involved here. It hooks on here. Then this sets over her hips.
Shadrach Stables at Minmore Farms. Sadie and Eve. Sammy. Rusty and Susie. www.thesocolos.com. Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse, Semi. Training Eve to drive a cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Wonderful disposition, and I want her to learn all the things that she has to learn as a versatile. Vaulting on Eve. Training E to lay down. Training E to harness, pull a log on sand. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Enjoying our horses as partners. Liberty, jumping to music.
Now on my driveway, my entire property is enclosed in white vinyl 3-rail ranch fencing.
Training E in roping a cow with a simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track.
Semi is doing a nice slow canter.
Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps, transitions
to help us practice
to various speeds,
training Semi and Demi on trail obstacles.
working in our obstacles area.
Here it comes towards the camera. Back, which she's doing now,
Sadie,
and here we
over
go.
the haunches with
There
the
we
cable
go.
cow
Yes.
simulator.
No leaking whatsoever, but she did start.
Sadie doing obstacles without rein control.
Ken McNabb put his head down.
Training
Yeah, like
miniature Zebu bull
he's doing a
Rusty
little charging disc.
to pull
Yeah.
and
Okay.
implement.
See if you can let. I'm going to ask
Mini Zebu heifer
Rosie and
Susie
Ed to
being
just ask her
trained
to go
to
forward a
pull
couple
a cart
steps.
with a
Step up,
seated
Susie.
driver.
Step up. Very nice, Susie. Whoa. Good. Good, Susie.
No, Rusty,
Good.
it's okay,
Good. Now I'm going to let her walk away with it. Now you see that if that crooper were under her tail, it would stay centered. Are you getting that, Ed? It's important to show. All right. Now look, Caleb, just so that you can see, if we wanted to take the time to desensitize her again today, we've got the britchin on her hips. The crooper would be under her tail, which would keep the britchin there.
Right.
And we have a bunch of straps that are hanging from the britchin that goes to certain places on the surcingle, and also when we actually start pulling, it helps to put some straps or chains through the britchin to keep them up off the ground. And you'll see what I mean when we actually pull. I might even, we've gotten pretty close here, I might even try to get this under her tail so we can pull with the britchin today. We won't do this with Rusty because he also is sensitive to it. There we go. Let her get away. It's all right, Susie. Okay, and I'm just going to give her a chance to think about it. She's over there by Rusty, her protector. It's all right, Susie. It's all right. Buckle. It's all right, Susie. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Susie. Give her a reward. She stood still, so I'm giving her a reward. And you see Rusty here, he's saying, "What's happening to my lady?" All right, almost there. Almost there. I'm back off. Not going to chase her. Yeah, you want to try? We're going to try to get that buckle on. Here, let me hold her. It's all right, Susie. It's all right. She's got a lot of tack on her now. It's all right. It's all right. She sure has good peripheral vision. She sees Alexis there.
Do they kick?
You know,
yeah,
never
they
yet.
can.
They can,
Yeah, they
but
can.
never yet have I been threatened with a kick. Okay, we're going to go circle, circle, circle. All right, pick up the red line. You're seeing unrehearsed. Okay. All right. If you pick up the tail and put it over the crooper, then we can probably grab the other buckle. Now sorry. And she's getting worried.
No, she doesn't like it.
No. Oh, no, she doesn't. But it is a helpful tool when you're pulling. Do you use britchin?
No, we don't. We just use one
thing.
One single...
Yeah. Okay, now I've got her tail. Let's see. Good. Hold on to her.
It seems like she doesn't understand what you are trying to do.
I know. You have to pull her away. She's too close to the fence. Now that we've gone so far...
You want me to come and...
No. We
Because
just need to be
stays there.
patient.
Yeah,
We
okay.
just need to be patient.
Yes, she's safer by Rusty.
Yeah. There we go. And she just pooped, which I suspected she would. Okay, bring her out a little bit and let Ed show the crooper. The crooper is now on. And the britchin is on her hips.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, Ed, if you can stop the camera, we're going to go out on the driveway and put the single tree on and the log pull.
Come on. No, good luck.
Okay, now we've got Susie out here on the driveway, our sanded driveway.
Okay.
We're lining her up
Okay.
for the single tree. Now, Kayla, pick up your side of the chain. And now what I want to show you is why we like to use britchin. Go through the ring of the britchin. Come on back, Alexis. We just have to do this slowly and with repetition because Susie's concerned.
I don't know if I can back her in there.
No, you
Try
probably can't, but if you can come...
You did a while ago.
If you come over here and swing wide, here, I'll tell you what, you hold the chain and I'll show you what I mean about
Yeah, you do.
manipulating Susie into position. I even did it for cart shafts, and believe me, that was challenging. Come on, Susie. Come on, Susie, step up. Step up, sweetheart. I'm going to swing wide. Step up.
Yes.
Step up.
She's understanding your command. Which is very
Yeah.
good.
Step up, sweetheart. All right. All right. Now. Whoa, 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 Susie. Whoa. No, we have to do it again. Come on, step up. Step up, Susie. Serpentine. Serpentine. Step up. Come on around. Come on around. Whoa. Whoa. All right, Susie, yes. Now, we're going to bring... we could go through... Let's not go through there because we're not going to do a lot of pulling. But if we did do a lot of pulling, if you went through this chain, this ring right here, you'd be keeping the chain up off the ground over here so that if she started to swing her hips one way or another, you wouldn't be swinging. All right, go ahead if she'll allow it. It's all right, Susie. Good girl.
Yes.
Good girl. And then you hook to this hook right here on the yoke.
Oh, shoot. I do it in the wrong place.
Just go through.
Let's go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So I
goes
did
through.
right then.
But like,
Wait.
like
It goes through the ring.
you can unhook it.
I will.
Wait.
So you just like push it.
Yeah, I did that.
It's not clipped.
But you don't clip it. It goes through.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's line her up again. Ed, if you could just leave the camera there and pull the single tree and the log farther back. Or Alexis, how about you?
Okay,
Just
that's good.
pull it a little farther back.
Or you can just come up to her.
Yeah.
True, but I have to line her up. So, and I want to keep her in sight of Rusty.
Yeah,
So
close
just
by.
pull it back here, Ed. There you go. All right, and for now, Ed, just put it down and take the log off of the single tree. Let's do this as we did it when we first taught Susie. First we did the single tree, then we did the log onto the single tree. just in case you run into trouble. Come on, Suzie. Come on, Suzie. Step up. Step up. Good girl. Whoa. 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 No, let her be stressed. Let her get away.
So just stick
Come
it
up
out.
again. Come on.
It was like just through like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll clip on up there.
Okay. Just for lining.
Come on around. Come on around. Step up. Come on. Ed, you want to bring me the piece of PVC? I just need an arm extension here. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up, ha. Good. Step up, G. Good girl. Thank you. Over. 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 Whoa. 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 Good.
Okay.
I'm using a visual block with my arm extension, and now we know, and onto this Rusty-like hook, right here. Let me take it. It goes onto the hook. It's really a needle hook.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, then.
All right. Now, Alexis, can you pick up that single tree off the ground? Pick it up. Yeah, pick it up. Stand in the middle of it, and be what she's pulling. You see, she's reminding herself now. Over. Over, Suzie. Over. Good girl. You go behind her. Come on, Suzie. And she feels the chains on her back legs. That's all important desensitization. Step up. Step up. Very nice. Now she's going very nice. Let's give her reward. Let's just stop for a minute. Good girl.
Yes, yes.
Very nice, Suzie. Caleb, you want to get the log, which is standing right there?
Sure.
And give me the log, and you stand right here for a minute and hold on to Suzie. Beat her joint up. There you go. All right. Good girl, Suzie. Now she's watching me. She has real good peripheral. And, needless to say, she knows me best. Can you hold this? Okay. Now I'm taking this ABS log, which I use for training purposes, because it's long but not heavy. I'm connecting it to, can you hold it up like this? There you go. All right. Uh-oh. Didn't connect it right. Okay. Connecting it to one of these hooks. There you go. All right. Now let me have that. Okay. Yes. Until we feel like we have control and she's not stressed. Then we're going to put it down. And you see this chain that I have back here? In case she starts getting really stressed, you can pick up the whole thing, by holding onto this chain. Well, we are tacked up. The only remaining item that needs to be tacked up, but we won't do it, is, you see this biothane strap? We can hook it up here, so this piece is connected to this piece. See, but we're not going to do that because we know how sensitive she is right now to her britchin'. And I think I should be at her head because she knows me the best. All right, Suzie.
Sure.
What I'd like Caleb to do is hold that chain at the end of the log.
Sure.
Hold on to it. Pick it up a little bit over the ground. A little bit off the ground. And then, do you want it between your legs or do you want to be able to straddle it? We're going to start walking. You're going to put a little bit of pressure. We have not just pull going on here, we have sounds behind her. So we need to desensitize her again, remind her what those sounds are so she's not worried about them. Okay, and I've got my little arm extension here. I'm going to use it on her ribs, on her hips, whatever I need. Step up, Suzie. Step up. A little bit of serpentine. Good girl. Pull back. Alexis, pull back. Step up. Step up. Now I'm going to go step up G. We're going around. You see she's feeling those chains on her back legs. Step up G. Good girl. Whoa. And then we're going to whoa for a moment and think about it. She's doing so well. I'm going to give her praise. Good girl. And whenever I use a training device to tell her something, then I like to erase the tell. Dennis Reese does that a lot with his horses, and he has a whole lot of experience with horses, some 30 or so years of training and breaking colts. So I believe that his theory is sound. He says, I use it, but then I erase it, and I just make nice with it. Now we're going to step up G, step up G, step up G. Look at that. Look how good Susie's doing. Very nice. Whoa. She's being real good. Now, I would say, Alexis, you put down your single tree and stand nearby. At first, Caleb, you hold on to your log as you are. We're going to go, and Ed, if you can just follow us up the driveway. We're going to work our way up the driveway where she feels and hears the single tree and the chains, but we're not going to put the log down unless all is going well, and then on the way back, we'll put the log down. Step up, Susie. Step up. Step up. I'm going to use my arm extension here. Step up. Good girl. Now the serpentine's going to work better. Whatever works. Step up. Good girl. Step up, ha. Step up, ha. Good girl. Step up, Susie. Step up behind the drive line. This is the drive line, Caleb. If you want the horse or cow to go forward, you want to tap them behind it. If you want them to go to the right or left, you're going to tap them here. Okay, that would be fine. But wait until I ask you, okay? All right, step up, Susie. Step up. Step up. If she moves without it, good, good, good. Now she's pulling the single tree. Step up. Good girl, Susie. I'm not pulling hard at all. Very nice, Susie. Okay, Caleb, put it down. Just stay nearby in case
Oh, yes, pulling, yeah.
Yes, she's pulling.
Yeah.
Very nice. Step up, Susie. Good girl. No pressure at all on the line. Very nice. Now, to turn this U-turn, I'd say, Caleb, at least pick up the log. That is a real challenging because you see the chain on her right rear will be putting a lot of pressure on her right rear.
Right.
And so I don't want her to have all of that pressure all at once. So step up, Susie. We're going to go this way. Step up, ha. Step up, ha. Good girl, Susie. Step up. Good girl. Put it down, Caleb. Good. And here we are. Susie.
Yeah, we should give a clap. Very good job.
Susie is
Susie.
doing her work here.
Yeah.
Yes,
See?
Susie, very good.
She knows what mommy
Susie.
wants.
All right, let's see if
well.
we can haw here. Be nearby, you guys, in case she gets hung up in those chains. You see what I mean about the britchin'? See the chain? It's all right. There's Rusty saying, what is going on with my wife? See, but the chain is up off the ground here
Right.
because of the britchin'. Okay, let's see if she can manage the chain on her right rear. Step up, Susie. Step up. Step up. Serpentine. Step up. Come on. Come on, Susie. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. But she will eventually be able to pull it around with her. And Alexis, do you want to be here just in case we need driveline pressure? But no. She said, oh, I know what you want. All right. Step up, Susie. Step up. Step up. Now a little bit of frozen feet, we call it. Step up. Serpentine. Step up, Susie. Driveline pressure. Step up, Susie. There you go. All right. Very nice. Step up. Step up, Susie. A little driveline pressure. There you go. There you go. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. No pull at all on this leash. And Susie is licking her lips, which usually means with horses that, okay, I'm doing my job, I'm not scared. Whoa, Susie. Very nice. We'll try one more turn back to the camera. One more turn. And I'm seeing that my best turn again would be to the haw direction. Step up, Susie. Step up. Come on closer, you guys, in case there's trouble. Nah, looks like she's okay. Step up. I'm watching her body language. I'm seeing the chains are not wrapping up. Step up. No, the log should straighten out by itself. Yeah? That's, sometimes that happens in the forest. Very good. All right. And Susie is done with her log pulling lesson today. And she gets an A plus, and she gets applause.
No, very sweet.
All right, now if we have the energy and the time, we're going to turn off the camera and then see if we can get
this too.
Russ. Yes, okay, yes. Oh, and right here.
Yeah,
right here in their forehead. Yeah. Caleb knows he lives very closely with the Zebus in Kenya, and he has taught me some things, and I have taught him some things.
Peels. Ooh.
Oh, and he told me that Zebus love banana peels, which I didn't know. My Zebus get plenty of carrots and grass hay and pasture grass, but I didn't know about banana peels, although we recognize that banana peels can be fattening. So you don't...
You can use it during a dry season when the hay, there's hardly any food
yes.
for a supplement.
Yes,
because they have a lot of vitamins and so
good.
That's yes.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to untack, hang everything up onto our rafter hooks and see what Rusty's attitude is like today and see if we want to put any of this on him. Especially, I'd like to show Caleb how the yoke fits on Rusty's neck.
Yes.
Because Rusty has a much heavier dewlap.
I would like to see that.
And a much heavier neck. And I just lucked out that I barely got a 6-inch yoke that fits them both. Goodbye for now. I'll tune back in as we make progress.
Yeah, this picture is remembering my trip to my good Zebu lover, the one that loves Zebu as much as I do. Thank you, Cowgirl, for inviting me.
And Caleb is excited to be on the Urban Cowgirl Show, which he certainly will be. We're going to do one more thing. We like to keep fly masks on our Zebus during the summer. You see there are a lot of flies. Even though I use fly predators, especially around the cows, there are a lot of flies, and we don't like the flies to be a problem in their eyes. So we get small fly masks. They're just horse fly masks. We put them on behind their horns, behind their ears, and then we can, let's take this cavesson off. And just like with horses, when you take something off their head, if you keep it around their neck, just the line, you still have a handle. You know, if they were to walk away, for example. So I'm keeping this around her neck. I'm going to drop this cavesson off her nose. There you go. All right. And then I'm going to put the Velcro clasp on the fly mask, and we don't put this fly mask on and off. It's a little bit too difficult for the Zebus, but every day I check to make sure that it is still sitting approximately correctly on her head, and you can see the flies are on the fly mask and not on her eyes, and that is what the purpose of the fly mask is. Now I'm going to, with this just around her neck, let's see if she'll lead with me. Let's go, Suzie. And I'm taking her back to her pen. Yeah. And she's leading just fine. It's almost a join up. Goodbye.
Now we briefly work with Bull Rusty.
And Ed has his shield here to help me if Rusty starts to get real bullish. And he knows to tip his head. He learned that.
Oh, they're very smart. They're very, very smart.
So that's why I have to use a really small loop. I got it. And then, I'm a woman, right? I'm not strong. But if I wrap, grab that. We've got it. Grab it and make it tight. There. Now we have control over Rusty.
Yes, we do that a lot.
Yeah.
We do that a lot with...
do you?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Now, do you see, I like this when this is hard. I put it around the horns because that way it's not around the neck. It's not near the eyes.
Yes.
And it's not live tissue. It's not soft tissue.
Right.
So I feel okay. Good. Now Ed's going to hold it. I feel okay with, for as long as we need to see what he's behaving like. Can we put the halter on? Let me see.
Sure.
Okay, Alexis, are we rolling? Okay, now we've got the lariat around Rusty. That wasn't too hard. He doesn't seem to be acting any more bullish than he usually does, which means I think Suzie is not an estrus. Otherwise, we have been known to abort any attempts to train on days that Rusty's being really hormonal. And we've got the help here of this lariat. We've got the help here of this post. That anybody holding onto this lariat around this post, whether it be a woman or a child, is pretty safe, because not only do you have the post in case he starts butting, but you have the strength of the post to keep him from moving in a direction that you don't want him to move. Now let's see how he behaves. I'm going to leave his fly mask on today, since this is going to necessarily be a short lesson because we're running out of time. I'm going to see if he'll let me put his halter on, which is the same halter I use for Suzie. And he's got even bigger horns than Suzie. So I'm being very careful around his horns, even though we have him lariated up, reaching over. Yeah, I see. I lost it. Right, but okay. All right. Now I've got it.
You didn't get the mouth. Okay. Now you got it.
Now I've got it. Now you can see that his neck is much thicker. And I've also got the thickness of his fly mask on. So I'm just making sure it's about as snug as was on Suzie, but of course about 4 holes less. All right. And now we now have his halter on. Now, Caleb, if you can come in.
Sure.
It's a slide bolt. Ed will do it. There you go. Go ahead, Ed. Show him. Yeah. There you go. All the way. There you go.
Okay.
All right. And we're trying to get as much of this on camera as we can. So just close the gate and don't bother chaining it. Just slide bolt. There you go. A little bit farther with the slide bolt. Okay. You're okay. Just for now. Now pick up the garbage can lid.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got the rope. As a matter of fact, we're going to let go of the rope. You see, I'm going to see if he'll allow me to lead him. And Ed, you grab that garbage can. Okay, so go ahead and loosen the rope. Now watch how he manipulates that rope to loosen it. Then why don't you give me the garbage can lid, and you take the rope off. Yes, I do. I'm taking the next step. I want to see if Rusty will allow me to lead him on halter. It's quite an accomplishment that we ever got him trained to do this, and we're very proud of it, but okay, I haven't done this for a couple of months with my Zebus. Let's see what he says. He's not trying to charge me. Immediately, if he was going to be aggressive, his head would go down, and he'd do what bulls do, and he'd maybe even roar. Right. But he seems to be okay. So let me see if he will allow me to lead him. I'm going to come out here closer to the camera. Rusty, ha! Whoa, very nice, Rusty. Now this is a small area, but he's being real compliant. I've got my garbage can lid as my shield. Rusty, gee! Very nice, Rusty. Rusty, ho! Ho. Good. Visual reinforcement for the ho. Well, I like it. The other surcingle that's there, Ed, you can just leave the rope out there. I don't think we need it right now. Let's see if we can put the surcingle on. Now, your job, Caleb, if he gets very aggressive, your job, whether it be here or in Kenya with your tribal women, he hates that noise. If you wrap that piece of PVC on the garbage can lid, he will respond to that. And also, if he starts turning towards you, put it before you. It's like the Roman shield. You know how the Romans used to protect themselves and more.
Right.
All right. Ed, you come and stand here with the leash and the shield. And let me see if Rusty is going to allow me. We're going to just do the first few steps of what we did with Suzie. Will he allow me to put this surcingle on? Again, a nylon surcingle.
Now, he might, we never did this without him being attached.
I know. We're going to see.
No, it's good. It's safer attaching the post because bulls are, they're like just men, let's tie him. It's safer.
You want to tie him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can take a chance.
All right, Ed, just go around, take a few loops with the
particularly
leash.
in a small space where we can't even escape. Yeah.
Ed, put the leash around a couple times.
That'll work with a...
Yeah, sure. It's going to work the same as the rope.
It's responding very, very well, but with safer than
Yes,
so.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
And you have posts in the ground in your village,
Yeah,
right?
yes, we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
No, I've seen,
Use the tree too, probably.
Yes.
trees very good. We use a lot of trees.
Yeah.
All right, now, if he unwraps himself, it's going to be in that direction. So, Caleb, you stand over in that direction and tell him when he's giving you the wrong answer, tell him no by making a sound.
Okay.
Okay? All right. It's all right, Rusty. Now I'm going to let him smell it like I did. A little bit of aggressive. Are you getting this, Alexis? Okay, I'm going to let him smell it. Good boy. He's got his fly mask on, but they can see through the fly masks. They are netting. He's making a little bit of a bullish sound, but he's not doing a roar. Otherwise, believe me, you'd hear it. And he allowed me to put that surcingle on his back. Now, this is going to get easier and easier and easier with repetition. Now, here's the hard part, and I'm going to let you do it, Caleb. Can you, because you need to reach under and get the other end of the surcingle without going down on your knees. Can you reach under there?
Like this?
The other end. No, bring the other end to this end. See, I had to go down on my knees, and I said, with Susie, I'm willing to do that. But with Rusty, because he might move... There you go. No, he's being good. Do you see where the surcingle is? Ed, can you help him? Can you hand it to him? There you go. Okay, grab it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, through this and then hook to that. And I know you can't see this, but it's just a double. Yes, it's just a double surcingle, just like the other one. That's it. With a buckle, 2 buckles.
Okay, one at a time.
Yes, one at a time. Yes, and then make it a little bit snug, but not too snug at first. Okay, so he's putting the hole. Okay, now the other one. There you go. Very nice. Okay.
This one tight now?
A little tighter. We do it a little bit at a time, even on horses.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Alexis, if you could stop the camera and come over here closer to the skate, we're going to put the yoke on Rusty. All right, now we're ready to try the yoke on. I'm here in case Rusty starts to walk this way. I'm just going to make a noise. Good. Caleb is here, and he's resisting a little bit, as you can see. Visual block. Caleb, if you can stand this way so we can see you. These garbage can lids are very inexpensive, but very effective. And Alexis knows how to put this on because she did it on Susie, but you see it's a little bit more of a challenge.
Good.
Yes, good boy, Rusty.
Oh, so even Rusty felt the same?
Yes, you see, it's even better because...
Better, yes.
Yes, I don't need all those straps. All I do is take this one chain. Can you point to the chain on that side? Take this one chain and bring it back to a ring on the surcingle.
Right.
And it's got a quick release in case I have any problems, you see.
All right.
Okay.
And then we have to take a picture and then...
Yes, all right.
Can I hold?
Oh, sure.
But
All right.
Do the okay, just,
And Caleb is going to take this whole story back, both by video and by photograph and slide, so that he can educate his tribal people, even his tribal children, how to do this.
Yes.
And Caleb, can you give us a few parting words?
Yes, I'm very, very grateful, and the weather is good and everything, and I saw how the harness, the yoke, works with the bulls and the cows, and I think this it's going to be really, really great for my village and for future, and I'm looking for a long time friendship and exchange with my good Zebu friend, Cowgirl. Thank
you, Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ed. Thank you, Alexis.
Really
thank you, Rusty. Thank you, Susie. And that's the end of today's show.
Shadrach Stables at Minmore Farms. Sadie and Eve. Sammy. Rusty and Susie. www.thesocolos.com